Execute, execute, execute. Flay alive, then execute. Execute, then flay alive. Ooh. Have this one brought to me alive and unspoiled. Execute.
Oh, mistress, I got a new picture request.
Do you mean the sort of request that people can make if they go to patreon.com/DiamandaHagen and then they sign up to support the show?
Indeed, they get to see videos early, they get to see exclusive Patreon-only content, and full movie reviews, too spicy for the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, amazing! Can they also request movie reviews?
Yes, which usually involves me bothering the mistress, to humorous effect, thank you very much. But this time, I got a lovely film for you. It's called Big Business.
Isn't it wonderful what you can do these days? Just give me a moment, I'll be right on it. I got something to do first.
Yeah, okay. I'll be here when you're ready. I suppose I could keep working on this list of insults I've got for you.
You are on hold. This camera will be available as soon as possible. You are number 2 in the queue. Your suffering is very important to us.
Oh, not the music, too!
You are on hold. This camera will be available as soon as possible. You are number 4 in the queue. Your suffering is very important to us. Oh yes, this won't take very long. Greetings, gentle viewers! This is Big Business! Though they only wrote and directed 2 films and 1 short-lived TV show, only directing a 3rd film and only writing 2 more, the Zucker, Abrams and Zucker team, or Zaz for short, changed comedy forever. They invented a whole new style of parody that stuck rigidly to the conventions of what they were taking the piss out of, but avoided traditional jokes. They preferred to take the genre norms and depict them so straight that they were indistinguishable from what they were parodying. So when the extra twist of absurdity happened, it hit all the funnier.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
The most obvious example of this is Aeroplane, which is literally a remake of a 1950s disaster film called 0 Hour. The Zaz team could have got away with just parodying it, but they decided to buy the rights to the film, making it an official remake. The 2 films are so close that watching 0 Hour after having seen Aeroplane is a legitimately weird experience, because it's like watching a comedy with the punchlines cut out. It's hard to get across what I mean, but I put a mashup of them together, so hopefully you can see it. I assume you've already seen Aeroplane, and if not, I implore you to go watch Aeroplane.
Come on, move up here, you can see better. Joey, here's something we give our special visitors. Would you like to have it?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sure. You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir. I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Would you care for a drop, madam?
Certainly not.
Target should be clear if you're going low enough. You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide.
Listen, you're involving me. I'm trying to help you. I won't let me go.
All right, leave her to me. Now listen to me.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're one on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right, please.
What was it we had for dinner tonight?
Well, the main course was meat or fish.
Yes, I remember I had lasagna.
He's all over the place. 900 feet up to 1,300 feet.
What an asshole! This guy doing the flying's had no airline experience at all. He'll be a menace to himself and everything else in the air.
Yes, birds too.
Sorry that took so long. I just got really into watching it. Anyway, this type of parody is, ironically, a bit of a joke now, thanks to many inferior films that ape the Zaz style. Hopefully, the new Naked Gun film will be good, and this part of the review will age very badly, very fast. When this type of comedy is done right, it's an almost perfect delivery system for jokes. By aping the original genres so closely, it lets the audience almost watch the story parts on autopilot. So all your attention is on the humour. Anyway, why am I blathering on about this? Well, the Patreon minion is still on hold. You are number 700,521 in the queue. Your suffering is very important to us.
Great. Now I gotta pee.
So... Anyway, the Zaz team quickly broke up and went their separate ways. Jerry Zucker's first solo film was the necromantic, accidentally pseudo-lesbian Potter's Wheel crime-making ghost story with a horrific sound design. That is the sound of babies crying slowed down. Anyway, Ghost, Jerry Zucker's first film, went on to get 5 Oscar nominations and win 2. He'd then apparently choose a genre at random and make another film every 5 years or so, before seemingly retiring. Jerry's brother David took a different tack, becoming a prolific solo director, continuing the Zaz style and then doing his best to ruin the genre he'd helped create, before going completely nuts. While Jim Abrams, who died a few months ago, directed this, Big Business. Jim Abrams settled on a straightforward career in mostly comedy. Big Business, his love letter to when comedies were irritating as fuck, was the first post-Zaz film any of the team released. And I hate it. Having said that, if I get too angry, I'll try to go outside and touch stone. Anyway, this is the 1980s, doing the 1950s, doing the 1930s. A menage a fuck nah of comedy. We open with 1952's answer to Acid House. It's like a rave in a zoot suit. The music's also setting up the film perfectly. It desperately wants you to know that this is old-fashioned and funny. But it's a cargo cult approach to comedy. Let's ape old comedy and script-style music and performance. And maybe people will be bullied into laughing reflexively. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just touching stone. Oh look, bridges. Nice one, gives me something to fantasize about jumping off. This is the small town of Jupiter Hollow in West Virginia. There's a pair of pregnant couples, one rich, one poor, and something farcical is about to happen.
Could you take that down to the lab?
It'll try to be funny. Again.
Miss Shelton.
Yes.
And again.
Is a frog's ass watertight?
And again. That hospital doctor was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Total Recall. And this is somehow the least realistic thing I've seen him involved in. Anyway, to reinforce, one of the couples is rich and the other is poor. The rich one's by the business that owns a hospital.
Doctor, I'd like you to meet Mr. and Ms. Shelton. They're the new owners of Hollow-Made Furniture.
Well, that's one way to guarantee a private room. That's not also a bed showroom. Well, the poor couple seem to have very little idea about what's going on.
My wife is having a baby. Where's the nearest hospital?
Oh, I'd say about 45 miles.
There's no time.
Well, Hollow-Made Hospital, Jupiter Hollow, about 3 miles.
Hollow-Made.
How did you
Thank you.
What a dump.
Hi, Doc.
Hey, Doc. We had sex. And no doubt, because they had sex twice, both families have identical twins.
Girls. Wonderful.
Damn.
Still, at least one of the actors is the appropriate level of withering for the production.
That was the messiest, ickiest, most unbearably primitive experience I've ever had.
Oh, don't worry, Deborah Rush. Soon, you'll be in She-Devil and you'll hate Meryl Streep and Roseanne Barr instead. Anyway, because of a demand for film plots, no matter how degrading, owing to a local narrative recession, and a local shortage of imagination, all the kids end up with the same names.
All right. We'll name them Rose and Sadie.
How about Rose and Sadie?
That's purty.
And naturally, two of them end up switched because if they didn't, this would be a moderately irritating 8-minute short film instead of 19 times worse.
Oh, wait a sec, I just got a great idea.
People look at you and think of how wonderful your future will be. They want you to be something special, like a doctor or a lawyer. I hate to tell you this, but you're gonna grow up to bug your eyes out, or stagger around like you've got a concussion, or wear outfits that Season 1 RuPaul's Drag Race last placers wouldn't touch, because you didn't know that none of it was ever funny. Or maybe you'll end up like me, a bad Rutger Hauer impersonation.
To any babies watching this, I'd just like to say, congratulations on escaping your parents! Fantastic! I am so proud of you! And also, always choose to grow up to be Rutger Hauer.
Anyway, one of our pairs of Rose and Sadie grew up to become the World Trade Center. As a result, this film's eventual dark Logan-y follow-up will be fucking amazing. Rich Rose is Lily Tomlin, somehow doing a worse job than the real-life Lily Tomlin did at disguising her dyke hood.
Oh, the meeting. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm just not myself today.
While Rich Sadie is Matt Bidler, playing herself.
Miss Shelton, is this how we dress for the office? You look like a blood clot.
This pair is a nice bit of accidental gender fuckery because Tomlin somehow comes across as more of a drag queen character than Het Jiddler, who's an actual drag queen character.
It's like the time Dolly Parton lost a Dolly Parton look-alike contest to a drag queen. Or the time I pretended to be straight.
I like men.
I should have got an Oscar or a Tony for that performance. And then skinned them alive for stress relief.
Anyway, the Rich Rose and Sadie both work for their late father's company, Moramax. They contract out most of the sexual harassment in the film industry.
He's coming. It's Sadie!
Ah, start as you mean to go on, Net Quiddler, with unnecessarily bulging eyes. Rich Sadie is a financial demon, as in she enjoys money, destroying lives, and hurting things.
More money for more lab rats?
Some of our new products seem to create adverse reactions.
Get tougher rats.
Business, business, business. Serial killing. Is this working?
Yes.
Yeah! While Rich Rose is a klutz, constantly at a step and only barely functioning as a nervous system, Little and the vice president of whatever the fuck this company actually does.
Because I've always wanted to have a dog named Rose. No! Push your button. Oh, call someone. Do something.
Oh, I love the harried receptionist by Mary Gross. You can recognize her because she's always playing the nice lady who's on the edge of going postal.
I'm just not myself today. Or any other day.
Seriously, she honed that particular role down to an art form. If someone made a drama where she took a gun into work, they'll be a shoo-in for an Oscar nomination. Anyway, Rose and Sadie are a fantastically realistic set of twins. Only 7 years age difference between them.
You are so completely out of sync. You're dreaming about growing old in the country while other women your age...
Our age!
Don't interrupt!
Now, of course, the rich family can just lie and say they used IVF, because the record for age difference between IVF twins is 16 years. The poor twins, though, need to claim it's witchcraft. But I'll get to them.
Do you want one of the board members to see you? I'll say you're a sniveling, hysterical, pre-periodic twit.
I have a right to my own feelings, Sadie, and I am not a twit.
You can already tell that Rose is the twin that got swapped because Lily Tomlin's playing her as a scarecrow. The twins have some tangled relationships going on. Rich Rose has just broken up with her beard, Michael Gross.
Oh, we broke up.
Good riddance.
Though most lesbians would just call that shaving. Well, Rich Sadie's in a polycule with her ex-husband, and whatever the fuck is living in his head. Oh wait, that's a gerbil.
I'm not sure why her ex-husband has a gerbil in his head, but it's an exciting fashion choice.
Yo, Ma, it's me, Sly.
Ah, check it out, a young Seth Green, bringing all the comedic skill and subtlety that made Star Wars Detours what it is. In a vault somewhere, unwatched.
Jason!
I don't even know what's on the agenda.
There's a ridiculous little company we've had forever. I'm going to ask the board to offload it.
My boobs are down there, Lily Tomlin. Anyway, enough about these people. I hate them all. Let's talk about some other people I hate. Poor Rose and Sadie. As in, financially, I do not care about their well-being. They still live in Jupiter Hollow, a charming little community that's just at its triannual queer-burning festival. See, they even took the AIDS quilts as scalps. They had the festival interrupted by an important meeting. You see, Jet Zidler's Rich Sadie is planning on selling the furniture company that came with the hospital.
They're the new owners of Hollow-Made Furniture.
And with it, the town itself.
I've been doing some checking up on these Molinax folks. Last year, they put 300 Santa Clauses out of work, and right before Christmas, too.
Moramax, otherwise known as what Harvey Weinstein called his dick.
Lily Tomlin's Poor Rose is an angry, politically engaged, anti-capitalist, redneck nationalist. In short, she's J.D. Vance's ideal dominatrix. And what about Ned Piddler's Poor Sadie? Well, let's just say the gingham shares never recovered.
Well, hello, Jupiter Hollow. I know you're doing fine. Every day you work the factory. Every night a jug of wine.
It's like a donkey show, but somehow worse for everyone involved. Man and beast.
Anyway, underneath all the cartoony performances and somehow even cartoonier everything else, this is a weirdly eugenicsy, blood is destiny kind of film. Because, while Poor Rose is a serious and dedicated anti-capitalist, Poor Sadie's a flighty dreamer who, in true Disney princess style, just wants more.
I feel like the real me is all cooped up inside, you know? And I want so many things.
More vapidity, more luxury, more penthouses overlooking Central Park. Just more. Rich Rose is empathetic out of her depth in the world of big business and yearns for the simple life.
Maybe a goat and some ducks, and a little garden with fresh veggies.
While Rich Sadie is a cutthroat business sociopath who charges her victims wear and tear on the knife she used to stab them in the back. What I'm saying is, this is actually kind of accurate for a film paying tribute to the 30s through to the 1950s. There's horrific eugenicsy shit going on, it's pretty misogynist, and half the cast seems to be lobotomized. Anyway, Rich Rose is opposed to the plan to see Jupiter Hollow's furniture factory closed, so Rich said he's gonna have words with her.
Gentlemen, help yourself to Danish.
Just one, though. I'm not made of money. Yet. So yeah, she's gonna have words, with the occasional eyes bugging out as a garnish.
But I think the way Daddy bought the company is so sweet.
If Daddy were alive, he'd be the first to agree with me.
Dad? Funny you should mention him.
None of the parents are still around. Probably because stopping this fucking cartoon long enough for angry questions, indignant accusations, and a lot of crying would mean less scenes like this.
Now eat the goddamn muffin, for God's sake.
Miss Shelton.
Yes?
And this film clearly hates me personally. Failing is mutual, movie.
I'm seriously considering buying the rights to you, filming my DVD copy, digitally adding you to yourself and destroying all other copies so you only exist inside yourself, a never-ending Ouroboros of pain.
Mistress, we have concluded comprehensive research on this matter, and we have confirmed that movies cannot, in fact, feel pain.
Well, then you're not hurting them enough!
Anyway, in universe, why are the parents dead? I'm guessing the rich ones were some species of lizard that dies soon after reproducing, and the poor ones are dead because they're poor in West Virginia, and this film thinks the depression never ended. It'd be easier to make jokes about what wouldn't have eventually killed them.
Laughter. They didn't laugh to death. Not on this film.
We're for it, but we don't want any publicity about it. We might look rather heartless if we shut down the mill.
Okay, new least realistic part of the film. A conglomerate giving a fuck about destroying a small town for money. I almost said nuking a small town, but then I realised I was probably tempting fate. So this sale is going through next Wednesday at the stockholders meeting, and poor Rose and Sadie are planning on travelling to New York to stop at.
Why don't you help me with this Moramax mess?
Go to New York City?
And for the purposes of hijinks, but mostly to stop at.
We're going to New York City! We're going to New York City!
Oh man, they're gonna be so pissed off if they try the chili.
Ooh! Oh, what are you gonna tell Rune?
Rune is poor Rose's fiancé, played by Fred. Man, I really wish I was watching Tremors instead. Ward. Not to be mistaken for Michael. Man, I really wish I was watching anything but Tremors 7. Gross. Rune is amazing. He's loyal, kind, straightforward, and single-handedly trying to make double denim a symbol of positive masculinity. And he's such a good miniature golf player that he's become a pro and is doing international competitions that feature on ESPN, all while never leaving Jupiter Hollow.
I only been out of Jupiter Hollow one day.
Why is shutting down the furniture factory a big deal? Clearly their main industry is international sports broadcasting.
But that contest is slightly later on. Right now, he's busy being the dumbest type of wholesome there is.
What is this?
It's a real golf ball miniaturized down.
A real diamond transmogrified into a golf ball. Anyway, his fiancée, poor Sadie, played by the stretched Frances McDermott, is desperately trying to break it to him that she'll be away in New York during his big tournament.
You know, for a while there, I was worried they're going to send you to New York during the tournament. Well, that would good luck charm. I'd be sunk.
You didn't tell him you were going to miss his tournament?
You know, I hate to say this, but I fear she might be underestimating his ability to notice yet. In other news, Fett Squiddler's not planning on coming back.
How long are you planning to stay for anyway? For as long as I can. I mean, I'm not coming back.
Anyway, it's an emotional scene.
You know I wouldn't forget you.
But hey, the only thing I can concentrate on is Ned Quiddler's hat, which is dressed like a table in a Renaissance painting. On the way out, we get a glimpse of what poor Rose is actually fighting against. The evil land strippers who want to buy and destroy Jupiter Hollow, who won't actually own the land until next week. So that's not them, but grrr, they are evil, drowning out all the effing yodely music that the film assumes is colourful.
I'm actually kind of sad that I, cut the music there because, it's not bad. It kind of sounds like it escaped from a John Carpenter knockoff. Escaped from a John Carpenter knockoff. There's a joke there.
So what's going on in New York while they're waiting for the towers to fall and for things to get interesting?
The photo of you two is great.
Hey, that is clearly Ricky Gervais's old new wave duo, Sienna Dancing.
Oh my God, how did I get so fat?
And now she's found photos of modern day Ricky Gervais.
What did he use, a wide-angle lens?
Anyway, they've decided to go to the airport and personally meet the Italian guy who's planning on buying Jupiter Hollow.
Italians love meaningless gestures of respect. Makes them feel virile.
Also, Sket Zidler seems to be trying out for the most eye bulges in a single monologue world record.
She'll have tough competition. She's got a few monologues in this.
Rich Sadie has a job for her assistants, the ambiguously gay duo, to meet poor Sadie and Rose and stop them from making any scenes. As a result, the film will only be 25 minutes long. Nah, they managed to fuck it up, somehow. I mean, they all seem so competent.
Now listen, these rat lifts are absolute hicks. There should be no problem in finding them at all.
Well, hello, Jerry Falwell. How's the mother? Did the outhouse ever recover? Just so you know, the duo are looking for two men because all of poor Rose's letters avoided using her first name so hard. You think she was desperately trying to avoid being seen in this film? Anyway, we now have both sets of Rose and Sadie and Fabio, this year's America's Next Top Ricardo Montalban, runner-up, who wants to buy and destroy Jupiter Hollow, all descending on the airport at once.
Oh, I hope we didn't miss him. Oh, great. He's early.
No wonder they can't find him. They appear to be checking out a bowling scoreboard.
Say what you will about this film, like that it sucks a lot, but it knows when to work hard. Right now, it's labouring like Morticia Addams.
Push, Mrs. Adams.
To get these people together so the farce can finally begin.
Rose and Sadie, did you go and buy yourself brand new outfits?
How'd you know?
Yes, poor Rose and Sadie end up in their doppelganger's car, getting taken to their doppelganger's favourite hotel, leaving their doppelgangers without transport or cash, and stuck in the middle of the city's doppelgangland.
So sorry. We are going to walk very casually.
If you don't, a Bee Gees number might break out, and you cannot afford a mid-80s John Travolta appearance fee. Early 90s fee? Yeah. Post-Battlefield Earth? Fuck yeah. Today? Of course. But not mid-80s. Anyway, I missed a prime chance to abuse the film summarising that last bit, so back to the car. I kinda love how poor Rose and Sadie look freaked out. Not only by the car phone, but by the existence of long-distance communication in general.
Hello?
But yeah, they eventually make it to the hotel.
Wine and cheese.
Dead Jiddler in a nutshell.
And Rich, Rose and Sadie look like they're having fun on the wrong side of the film, where the cigarette burns are real.
Hey, you!
Here we are.
It looks just like the White House.
Well, Looks like the fucking hotel from Sextet. It's somehow got demoted. One thing I've noticed about this film is that every named character is a drag act waiting to happen. Except the leads, their drag acts currently happening. And I also mean the main. That's John Vickery as the hotel manager, playing the role of a lifetime. Not Kyle MacLachlan, but only barely.
Who's paying for this room?
The arrangements were made through Moramax. Is everything all right?
Look, a sink in the living room.
That's what the French call a bidet.
Not at that angle.
Challenge accepted.
The French must be taller than me.
So poor Rose has concluded that all these farcical events designed to lead to mirth and merriment are Moramax, aka the most successful porn company in Oscar history, trying to buy them off.
He's just trying to buy us off. Well, we are not impressed.
Oh, Rose, please. They only do that if one of their bosses touched you.
I can't help but notice that, like so many other plots like this, it would be so easily sorted if the hotel, the chauffeur, or the Italian guy ever used Rose and City's surnames. You know, the name that's more likely to be used in official stuff?
Could you die?
Well, not easily, but you could. Oh, no, that's not fair. Squat Quiddler needs to stay alive long enough to make a good Hocus Pocus sequel.
Long story, not short enough. The rich twins get set up with rooms right next to the poor twins, setting the stage for the most mediocre split-screen shots until I did this. And took a screenshot of a copy of Splat. What? You wanted effort? Oh, no fucking way, big business, you first. Anyway, back home and Zeus is empty. ESPN have finally turned up for Run's tournament.
Hi everybody, Chick Hearn here with ESPN.
I've concluded that this makes perfect sense, because ESP also means extrasensory perception. And clearly Run's whole sports career is an elaborate paranormal experiment.
Hey, where's Rose?
Well, this morning she and Sadie just stopped and went to New York.
Though the palm trees have got me wondering if this is meant to be California and he somehow travelled across the country without noticing that his fiancée wasn't with him.
It looks to me like Rune Dimmick is walking off the course.
Maybe he's gonna go and try and find out who he slept with last night.
Lordy, it's high.
Oh god, what the fuck? Okay, I realize that my experience with special effects is basically this.
Oh, hi, mistress. What are you doing here?
Oh god, I didn't need to see that.
You just need to ask if you want to see Ted.
Oh, mistress, fantastic. You have to review big business. Shit.
But even I know you could easily have used stand-ins for this shot. I mean, you're not even bothering with lip sync.
Lordy, it's high.
But nah, you chose to project them onto the fucking shot, making them look like part of the set decoration of a big business theme right at Epcot.
I'm going to get my legs waxed. Are you coming?
Probably not. They're not attached to her. The pair is split up. They can do more damage that way. To my psyche, to the word comedy, to the entire decade, and finally to some people's sense of reality. Like this poor bastard, he starts a will they, won't they thing with the Sadies, depending on which one he's interacting with.
I want to have some fun tonight. You got any ideas?
Maybe I'll see you around.
Okay, I'll keep my eye out for you.
I get off at 10 and I'd love to see the view from your room.
Well, we certainly can look forward to that.
And then drops to the film completely when he gets his gas lights knocked out.
Hey, babe.
In other news, the film is regretfully not on fire yet, and the Italian has tracked down rich Sadie.
You know, you are not making this very easy for me.
Is there any reason on earth why I should?
I can see this is going to be a difficult negotiation.
Sadie, you're famous and looking for an Italian business guy. He's a rich Italian business guy who's talking to you about business. Allow me to use Occam's razor to cut through the bullshit. This is one of the few times you've met a sleazy Italian guy in a confined space, and he's not mistaken you for someone he can rent.
Oh, really? Euro trash.
Eurotrash? I fucking wish! No. This is Eurotrash. Do not besmirch it. It had drag queens, and it had nudity, and it had a comedy dubbing, and Antoine de Caunes, and Jean-Paul fucking Gaultier, and an old man who dressed like a penguin. This is Eurotrash! Not fucking him! Fucking charbroiled Danny Houston-looking motherfucker.
Oh, I thought I'd just go for a walk, if that's okay.
You walk? Well, listen, I gotta see.
You know, if he talks like that to Rich Sadie, you know, old murderize herself, I'm kind of shocked he still has a job. I'm also kind of shocked that he still has a throat to vocalize the insults.
Well, it makes no difference to me. I'm getting paid whether you ride or not.
Suit yourself.
Should have quit this damn job years ago.
Christ, I hate this well-paid job that pays me regardless of whether I do it or not, unless we insult the clients. It's the worst. For fuck's sake, it's like he's trying to quit being Bill Maher.
Oh, Harlan! Oh!
That happened to me once.
I was in a car once that moved.
So Rich Sadie has realized her mistake and gone for a meal with Fabio.
Well, business.
Big business.
Would you have any objection to us making our transaction in yen? The Japanese are so discreet.
That's a dick joke. I should have made that. Anyway, poor Rose is checking out the Moramax offices. Moramax, also what Harvey Weinstein would have been sentenced to in a just world. Her visit to the offices involves spending a lot of time hanging out with an unusually realistic statue of a mime and desperately searching for someone to yell at.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, everyone. Got on my Tuesday panties, but I guess you know that too.
But it's Monday. I had an accident! Anyway, it would be quicker just to show you this, but the video would then be blocked for having too much footage, so I'll have to explain. She's demanding that Jupiter Hollow not be destroyed after the sale.
Does Sadie know how you feel?
Is a frog's ass watertight?
While the increasingly less ambiguously gay duo are mostly just wondering what happened to her accent.
Do you suppose it's hormonal? Who cares? We're off the hook.
I wish I was watching Mannequin 2.
It's even dressed like Hollywood Montrose. Did they just film Let Zidler in a shopping trap? Many 80s movies had a secret budget for all kinds of hard drugs, but this might have had one for a totally different type of crystal. Elsewhere, Justice, in the shape of a dyke, poor Rose, is putting her dirty axe by Moramax leaflets everywhere she can. Say what you will about this film.
And I have, and will continue to do so.
But it's giving us a glimpse into how Me Too would have had to operate before the internet. Anyway, what's going on now? Oh, fuck. Not satisfied with pre-making Home Alone 2 with the hijinks in a hotel and some light physical violence. Wet Giddlers now going to a toy shop for no reason. Wait a sec!
Where was Gondel when the Westfall fell?
They were out fucking sailing! Repeating the folly of Numenor, no doubt! Anyway, Seth Green's back and channeling his willy-nilly co-star Pamela Adlon.
Come on, I'll bust you up. I'm bad, I'll mess you up. Come on, I'm bad.
And naturally, he mistakes poor Sadie for his mum, Rich Sadie.
Get over here, you! Get over here! Boy, you are hell on wheels!
Cavette Niddler has it in her contract that she can tie up any kids that she wants. It made the filming Hocus Pocus go much smoother.
Uh-oh, nondescript white guy number 27's watching poor Sadie. Oh wait, that's Seth Green's dad. Nothing like watching your wife's doppelganger be violent to your kid to rekindle old feelings. Wait, that sounds like the plot to a William Friedkin film. Anyway, poor Sadie discovers the existence of steel drums, and the resulting singing sends Rich Rose's estranged husband, Bert Gummer, into hunting mode. Alas, his graboid goes limp when he thinks it's Rich Sadie, his arch nemesis.
I really hope the plot of this film's followable for my voiceover. I refuse to dignify this film with a chart. Or, God forbid, a graph.
Anyway, still at dinner, Rich Sadie and poor bastard Fabio are trying to be sexy and, dear God, my eyes and ears.
But aren't Italian property values a little soft right now?
No. Hard.
Thank fuck she spots the unambiguously gay duo and feels like exercising her Bette Midler eyes.
No matter what bleeding heart sentiment my sister Rose may have expressed, it has nothing to do with what Moramax wants. Now, I want those people found tonight.
intimidate your subordinates so well.
Especially Kathy Najimini.
Don't I, though?
And what other talents do you have?
Well, she can take down high-speed vehicles armed only with an empty beverage can.
Oh no! Bette Midler!
But that's unlikely to come in handy mid-fuck. Anyway, poor Sadie's been sent some money and she and poor Rose assume that it's a bribe.
Just because we take a bribe doesn't mean we have to do what they say.
Honestly, I don't understand what's wrong with this approach. Not taking a bribe fucks over the briber once. Taking it and then not doing what they want fucks them over 3 times. A, they don't get what they want. B, it costs them money. And C, they're taken by surprise because they assumed that you were bought.
Sadie Ratliff, my own sister. Damn.
Not only that, mistress, but that's literally how you've run Afghanistan's international relations for the past decade. Proof that it works.
Exactly. I've only survived 12. 13 assassination attempts.
Ah! I believe that was number 14, mistress, and how in God's name does that even happen? I'm in another shot entirely.
Are we treating the Russell Hale incident as 2 then? Oh, Whitey's dead. Someone clone the arrogant know-it-all prick one and, mortally wound him so I'll continue this conversation.
Of course, it's not a bribe. It was sent by Rich Sadie's ex-husband, Seth Green's dad. She'd been giving him cash to get good grades, and him getting good grades is apparently bad.
$100 for every C, $200 for every B.
You pay our child to learn?
Anyway, Michael Gross, Rich Rose's estranged husband, was so turned on / impotent with fear at the sight of Zet Spidler's singing that he decides to try and reconnect with his wife.
Oh, you're sly.
Sly, I don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't be more sincere.
Please, another bribe.
This might be step 1 in trying to set up a threesome. The guy's kind of into family ties.
That's a gross joke.
Yes. Michael Gross joke.
In other news, Rune has arrived in the city searching for poor Rose. Apparently, he walked there. I give him 5 minutes before he wanders into the Blue Oyster and through his pure good-natured virility, becomes their new king.
Plaza. At the Plaza? Well, where's the Plaza?
Oh man, this is a terrible advert for the Plaza Hotel. I am glad I'm never going to stay there.
Excuse me, is this the Plaza Hotel?
2 Tremors actors crossing over before the film is made and somehow making Tremors 5 even worse by association.
Truffles from the store.
Rune's like a loyal dog who was left on the other side of the country when his family moved house, and he's too stupid to be pissed off when he somehow finds them again.
Yes.
It's like he had a brain deficit to begin with, but he still shunted half of what was left into wholesomeness.
But you're the gal for me, and I'm the guy for you, and we're gonna get married, there ain't no 2 ways about it.
Anyway, yeah, he found Rich Rose. And like so many other people in this film, he can't notice when an accent's completely different.
You have to excuse me.
But unlike most of them, he has a slight excuse. The guy is very stupid. Anyway, he also gets mistaken for R, or Rose Ratliff, because the most definitely gay duo still doesn't know the first names or genders of the people they're meant to be tracking down.
Hi, I'm Rune.
Do you know the Ratliffs?
Well, you're standing right in front of one of them.
This film feels like a fucking cheese grater on my brain.
Absolutely not. I insist on total liquidation.
She thinks she's being a Captain Planet villain, but she's going to be so surprised when he pees in her later on.
I want to change it to something less al dente.
I'll be in my quarters at lunchtime, covered in tarama salata.
So Rune's been taken out to dinner, and I'm pretty sure they've just become an ambiguously gay trio. You see, Rich Sadie wants them to keep Rune busy until after the stockholders meeting tomorrow.
And I hope you're all taking notes. It's not fair that I'm the only one being tested today.
Oh! What are we supposed to do? Immobilize him with a death ray?
You could immobilize him with a piece of paper with "turn me over" written on both sides. Oh no, sorry, he can't read.
Rose, I know you. You don't belong in New York City.
New York City! That's right, New York City.
That's in your eyes. It's all over your face.
You belong in Jupiter Hollow, with a minority hanging from every tree and books burning romantically in the twilight. Is it just me, or do they add another flower to pet Jiggler every take? Like she's a human buckaroo. Poor Sadie has a brief run-in with Fabio. You can always remember him because he kinda looks like sexy Nicolae Ceausescu. Anyway, he mistakes her for rich Sadie, is all romantic with her, and, well, Smith Littler's angry acting and her smitten acting are identical. It's like she's speedrunning her own one-woman screwfly solution.
Hi. You look almost wholesome.
Oh, no. Half Asleep Chris is wholesome. Run is wholesome. Me not torching an orphanage in retaliation for this film's existence is wholesome. She is vaguely horrifying.
So, seeing who he thought was his ex-wife physically abuse his son has rekindled his passions. Oh, I think I worked out why he thinks she's wholesome. Though he could just be on a high because he thinks Rich Sadie's abusing someone other than him.
I'll see you.
Mm-hmm. I'm a very direct woman.
This is Tolstoy's Joan Collins monologue. It's a lot like Chekhov's Joan Collins monologue, but they both set it up and pay it off in the third act. So when Fabio ran into poor Sadie, he handed her the plans for Jupiter Hollow, known to the local racists as Zeus's Vault. And it involves strip mining, generic evil, probably genetically altering cats to regurgitate themselves, not letting them host world mini-golf tournaments anymore, the whole deal. Elsewhere, firmly entrenched in the ambiguously gay polycule, runs crashing with Rich Sadie's little trained minions.
Hey, that's classical music, isn't it?
Ah, yes, the theme to Riley Ace of Spies by Shostakovich. These guys really know their traditional British spy thrillers. Next, they'll be listening to the Sandbaggers or Callan.
Yeah, I could tell. No lyrics.
Oh, they'll make a gentleman of him yet.
Oh my god. He is not a Ratliff. His name is Rune Dimmick.
This says he's an internationally famous sports legend as seen on ESPN. Oh, thank goodness we don't watch sports.
Hey, I like your kimono. You get that in Nam?
No, Fire Island.
You know, this was made in 1988, which is before the big New York cleanup. The water's not safe to drink. This is why everyone's so damn thirsty.
Chuck?
Good night, Rune.
It's all coming to a head, several heads if the sex scene and how naked he is anything to go by. Anyway, steel yourselves, because we're about to experience the part of the film that's aged best.
And if that isn't bad enough, they got the nerve to charge $12.50 for 4 tiny little pancakes.
Oh, come on.
Excuse me, Sadie, you seem to have some farce on your farce.
Oh, Rose, look!
She decides to take the bribe money that's not a bribe and buys a designer outfit that's not designed. The exact same one that caught Rich Sadie's eye. So like a crowded building that's full of unfunny people collapsing into a ravine due to erosion, everything is finally falling into place.
Where did you get that?
Milan.
You know, I really like how Sadie's wearing a brush as a service medal. It gives me a chance to insult her some more. Ha! Sadie! You stupid brush-wearing muppet! What the fuck are you doing?
So we've hit 75 minutes in and someone's finally noticed how the twins have different accents.
You know I'm worried about the meeting.
The meeting? Why are you worried about the meeting?
And, just like most of the inhabitants of Jupiter Hollow, that goes nowhere. Anyway, both the Sadies buy identical outfits and as a result, look like they're about to write best-selling romance novels and get stuck in a jungle with Michael Douglas.
You can give these to the maid.
Hell, if I know the girls, they ought to be having breakfast about now.
They were, at different times, in several different combinations. Oh, no wonder it's taken these guys so long to come find them. One of them that's attracting his buckaroo bands I cosplay.
The girls? We should have been looking for 2 women. We are so stupid.
This is an idiot plot. You're no stupider than anyone else. Well, except maybe Rune. It's all going down in the toilets, all 4 sisters in one place. This meeting's been teased for so long, the film must be fucking tantric.
I mean, look at us. We are staking out a ladies' room.
6 more seconds and we've got them. Can you contain yourself?
Never! He's out of the water closet, and he intends to keep it that way!
Now, not to sound groucho or anything, but marks my words, there's a much better version of this scene. I mean, Wet Nibbler didn't even do this little number. That's what it would look like if Got Your Nose was a solo entertainment. Oh, wait, sorry.
They're clones. What a cheap trick. It's hard, people!
This isn't as funny as the writers thought, and they probably just wrote, "They're funny!" to encourage ad-libbing. And the last thing this needs is encouragement.
God, it's me with a bad haircut.
I paid $12 for this.
Even with inflation, you overpaid. So with all four of them together, they can finally settle Jupiter Hollow's fate. Save the factory, don't sell the strip mining rights to Fabio. And all they need to do is lock up rich Sadie.
Right. Right? Of course.
Because she's still evil. Though I don't think we need a rape threat to prove it.
You're the only one's gonna get stripped, man, if you walk through that door.
Oh, grab her, please!
Oh, sweet, they saved the worst VFX for last. Naturally, fraud laws be damned. They get poor Sadie to impersonate her and give that Joan Collins speech from earlier.
I'm a very clever woman.
And I
shall fire you on the spot and replace you with a boy with a quill.
Shelton.
It's not often a film spoils its own ending and steals it from somewhere else. But it's a level of laziness I can get behind. Hell, I probably did it at some point.
This is outrageous. We were told the sale would make a huge profit.
What the hell's going on here?
Bullshit! As you well know, Moramax has the image problem of
A large Harvey Weinstein-shaped man.
Pitbull!
Well, the rapper? I'm not a fan, but comparing him to Harvey Weinstein seems a bit much. Anyway, they all agree to stop the sale.
And there was much rejoicing.
And because the happy ending is totally disconnected from the rest of the plot, Michael Gross's relationship with Rich Rose is repaired, even though they said about 3 sentences to each other in the last 90 minutes. Rune thinks he got engaged to the wrong Rose. Fabio just lost a fortune thanks to these people's fraud. And Captain Beard Guy just found out that he doesn't have the hots for his ex-wife after all. Anything else? Just this. Punchline! Punchline! Anyone got a punchline? Oh, come on, help a guy out, would ya? Well, this film's shit. Obviously, this feeling is not objective. I can see a lot of people enjoying this mix of old-school comedy and pure 80s-ness, but it's really not for me. Just about everything seemed meticulously planned to cause me irritation, from the plot to the humour to most of the casting. Now, part of why I spent so long introducing the Zaz team and Jim Abrams' earlier work at the start of the review was to make sure you knew just how they'd pioneered an approach to comedy that accentuated the humour via restrained performances.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And stop calling me Shirley.
And that was so you could be just as perplexed as I am by the film's choice to ruin most of its possible jokes by having everyone act like a fucking cartoon. It's like Jim Abrams was homeschooled in a very restricted comedy environment, so when he left home he went nuts and ended up addicted to making people overact. It's a typical Hollywood tragedy. At least he didn't fall in with Andy Warhol. Anyway, I'm Jim Hagen and I have to live with that every day.
Mistress, some of the minions and I have been saving up our time off, and we're going to go watch the Lord of the Rings movies, and we thought you might want to join us.
I really probably should go check on the Patreon minion. Extended or theatrical?
Oh, the extended, of course. We won't have any more time off till 2676.
You're on. Thanks for watching the review. And if you enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe, or if you want to support the show, you can head over to patreon.com/DemonDeHagen. There you can get early access, see exclusive videos, make requests, and join the Discord. If you're already a patron, then thank you for the support. And leave a comment if you like. YouTube likes it when people talk.
Okay, I'm gonna give her another 20 minutes, but then that's it.